Fans are done waiting. They are ready for some football here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on 1st down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. Catch made. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he has this down to the 34. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Go! Ready?
It's Walker on the option. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
On the ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Forward. Get it. Cowboy 80s. Ready?
Pistol now for Milrow. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Milroe throwing on third down. Catch is made. That's Louisiana, North Carolina. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. You come in as a significant underdog, Brocky, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. First down play, nets and 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Barkley again here on 2nd. Makes the tackle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On first down, Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles will reach the end zone for 6. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown!
And every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can...
And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. And in to the line. The Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milroe. Escapes the pocket. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team who are just a yard or inches short on 4th down? Every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for the sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Go play action here. It's Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
70 range, 70 range, go!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's him on the in route. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Here we go, here we go!
Trying for it with Milroe. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First down, around with Barkley. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. We're at 6-0 on the scoreboard. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. The lead at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Good. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Eagles 13, Seahawks 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Bayless Jones now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Jones on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Get it. 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Moving quickly, trying to get sent.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's no low to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he crosses his sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
On the jump.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Go. Bronco 80.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st.
60.
Running in after the penalty. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Only a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
Ready.
Low rush from the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Walker off his own read. Got the give on his own read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What do you do? They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Drop near the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
It's a loss of 1.
Throwing here, Milrow. Blitz is there, and he goes down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Now backed up to the 8, 3rd and goal. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. 19.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
180.
I'll start this one out with Barkley. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles with 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. They sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL case before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Crackle 80.
Walker gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Birds got to it.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Good, set. And anyway, that. No.
Let's get it out wide, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is he got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Good, set. And anyway, that. No touch.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles blow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game. This one's quickly mocked up, too.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the 1st play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, Milrow. Next on the crosser. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready?
Milrow with it on 1st. He rolls to his right. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10. Milrow to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it. Because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it third and short. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Come on.
They send a man in motion. First down throw here from Milrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Milrow. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ready, go.
Third and short, it's Milrow. Short pass brought in. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Throw is caught. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 line.
pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as the short completion will.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and that brings up 4th and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch that.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll take this in after 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's another carry for Barkley. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on 1st. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
No touch that. And it's 73. 73. No touch.
Here's Hurts. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Saquon Barkley, the intended target. And Things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throw here, 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now it's Milrow. Delivered to the sideline. Smith-Njigba brings it in. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
70 Rangers. 70. 70.
To the air. Milrow. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Let's go now. Not 70.
He's going to throw it again. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to give him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They are throwing it again. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
60 by Buffalo 18.
Milrow from the gun. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 3/4 in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
So now a 2-point try coming from Milroe and the Seahawks.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Toss play to Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
63, 63, 63.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The
Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They give up the gut to Walker. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up
19.
Throwing now, Milroe. Catch made. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Come on. Ready?
Walker on 1st down. Keeps away from one. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
19 right. Get it.
The throw. Here's Milroe. Look at that power. Deep left side. Has it down close. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the
19, Tiger, 19. Ready?
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion. Brock, their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's set out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Makes the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Hurts on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Going deep here for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Rowe now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go, here we go.
This is Walker on 2nd. Ball's out, he lost it. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
He's back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here's Walker running right. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hold the stick. Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Buying some time left. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Elijah Arroyo the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Let's go. 19 Lion, 18.
Looking to throw. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Back to throw it. They did it. He made the interception. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
No touch. Trimmer. No touch.
A kick to Barkley. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles down by only 3.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Barkley again here on 2nd. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Great, set. On anyone, no touch.
They go to Barkley again. Oh, he lost the football. And that should be Seahawks football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's...
Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
No touch.
Look around with Barkley. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
No touch. On anyone, no touch.
Let's get to that wide complete. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
Great. Set. On anyone, no touch.
Barkley. And he's in. And that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
They look to throw it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Not liking 18.
Here he is to throw. Looking slant route complete. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Buffalo 18. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
So now a 2-point try coming from Milroe and the Seahawks.
The Seahawks will line up.
Setting up to pass. Well, that conversion not successful, but there is a flag down, so perhaps they'll get another look at it. Not sure he knew he went out of bounds before he made a play on that ball, Brock, but he was the first to touch it coming back in, and that's going to get the penalty.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can